It's David's show. He's David and he's got a show.
Hello, everyone out there, and no one else is in the house with me, so I can't say in here. But look what I got. It's the soundtrack to Bastion. If you haven't played Bastion, go play it. It's a really great game. It's on Xbox Live and it's on Steam. I know it's on the App Store. Maybe. Where did I get this? Like, I got it from Supergiant Games, so it doesn't really matter. On my Xbox. So, and then I got this from Supergiant Games. And it's a really good game, and go check it out. It has some really good storytelling mechanics to it, narrative mechanics. Sorry, people who study game design out there. I like the word narrative. It's just hard to remember to say that every time, because people are like, don't say story, and I'm like, video games have a story. It's part of the narrative, whatever. But yes, I've been waiting to get my copy of the soundtrack for ages now, and I finally got it. And it's awesome, and it's filled with lots of colorful pictures, and there's that. But I wanted to talk about 3 things, maybe, and they're all things that really bug me. So if I see them, I will. They're really minor, and you know what? I don't really see them. So I was at the doctor the other day, and for some reason that escapes me, they still use analog scales. Fine if you don't want to use a digital scale with me. I don't know why you don't, in a way, because it's so much easier. Like, it just seems so easy to make a scale that you step on, they weigh you, and then they know everything about you. Like, not everything, but they know your weight, which will tell you them how much of a dose to give you of any drug they give you, based on your body mass index. But there's a doctor. There we go. And what they do is they slide the scale up and down, but it's one thing about that. They're sliding the scale up and down, and then they do this. They go. Right when it's at the point, and then they do the little tap thing. Tap thing's not what bothers me. It's afterwards they're like that. Oh. As though it's surprising them. That the scale of this magical machine has just surprised them with, oh, you weigh this much and 3/4. It's ridiculous. So please stop that, nurses across the country, and we'll get along fine. Don't act surprised when you see my weight coming up as accurate. The next thing that annoys me, that I just noticed, I actually just noticed this one today, and I figured I'd talk about all 3 at once. It's the song What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. And it's on every radio station whenever I'm in the car. It's inevitable that it will come on at some point when I'm listening to the radio. I don't mind the song. It's an okay song. There's nothing great about it, there's nothing terrible about it. What I do like about it, if we're gonna, in all fairness, talk about this, is all the remixes it spawned online. Like, there was a piano version that's reached like 1 billion views on YouTube. That's really good, and I've been listening to that pretty much non-stop, just because it has all these techniques on the piano that just like really make me like think about the way music does stuff. And I'm not even a very musical person, but it's just very awesome. But what I really don't like about it are the lyrics, and I think the reason I like the piano version is because it doesn't have lyrics other than, I think, the 5 guys are saying nah, 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 nah at the end. But what really annoys me here is they say you don't know you're beautiful, and then there's a little break, and they say that's what makes you beautiful. So the fact that she doesn't know she's beautiful is what's making her beautiful. But it's not that's like, oh, you're humble in something. The way it sounds to me, and it's always sounded this way, is that the reason that she's beautiful because she doesn't know she's beautiful is that it makes her easier for them to date her. In a way, like, oh, you don't know you're beautiful, well, why don't I hit on you, and then you'll be all surprised, and then I'll be like, hey, come over to my place. And it just sounds so, like, creepy in a way that it gets at me. And that brings me to the last one, and this one's the one that really bugs me, and I might go online and find the video of this just so I can show you. It's a car commercial for, I think, Kia, or a Subaru. And basically, it's a guy gets out of his car, thumps the door of the thing, and all the stuff falls out of the tree. And it's a simple commercial. The kids come up, take the stuff away, and then one of them, as he goes away, goes, "Thanks, mister." Now, normally this wouldn't bug me, but it's the way he says it. It's as though he doesn't know this guy who just parked at a house. Because I think they were trying to go for it's the neighbor. It's the neighbor that comes along, but he says "thanks, mister," which implies to me that he does not know this guy, and he's just suddenly appeared at this house. And that leaves me with two options. One, he's a burglar, or two, he's an insurance salesperson who just travels door to door. And I think he's a burglar. And what makes it even worse is if you listen to it. Like, if you don't watch it and you just listen to it, which I just had the option of doing while I was watching The Daily Show 5 seconds ago, if you listen to it, it's just thump thump, "Oh, all our things are here," and then, "Oh, thanks, mister." And the reason the thump gets me is that it sounds like this guy drove the kid home, and if you aren't paying attention, it makes him sound slightly child molesterish, and that's not what the commercial is going for at all. But it really annoys me because it's really creepy to me. So it's just a failed commercial to me. So I would like that gone because it's creeping me out the more I think about it. I would like if One Direction would change the lyrics to their song. They don't have to. It's art. I get that these are all forms of art, but at the same time, they're all forms of business, except for scale weighing. That's no. We're not having any of that anymore. You cannot be surprised by my weight. I weigh 186.5 pounds. Okay? Until I eat a hamburger, and then I might weigh a little bit more. Or if I eat a bunch of hamburgers, and then I'll weigh a lot more. But please don't act surprised when you see a scale working correctly. Or One Direction, please don't be creepy, and Subaru or whatever brand you are, stop being creepy. So those are my lessons for today. Thank you, and goodbye.